Welcome back, everybody, to 7 Days Rebirth Overhaul Mod. My name is Void MBK, but as always, please just call me Void. We're here after the Horde night that failed miserably. We got all depressed, and we decided we're gonna progress on this base. I plan to make each video less boring by progressing days faster. We'll cut out all the mining because there's going to be an incredible amount of mining. We'll keep the events in. We'll raid a little bit because we'll need ammo in case, you know, another unforeseen event happens. Like during blood moons, you know, every zombie stops vehicles. I don't know. I really don't know. It's all by trial by error, and we could have another catastrophic Horde night, but as it stands right now, I do not like to get defeated like that, and I believe there's a way to work, and when there's a will, there's a way. So we're gonna spend the next 7 days until the Horde comes building this monstrosity, crafting ammo. We might try to throw a T4 quested here and there. We'll try. But yeah, that's the plan. I plan on putting, pillars up on each side and literally putting, a fence all the way around it and over top of it. Well, the biggest concern is obviously structural stability for the ceiling. So we'll need a support pillar somewhere in the middle to hold all that up, and we'll have to build with concrete on the ceiling, because they have the best, connection blocks. You can attach more to them than, say, like particle board. But that all being said, we are pretty much out of concrete, cement. We're out of stone. We're out of, we're out of so much stuff. So the only upside is we've got a ton of body bags. We've been picking them up. We've got a ton of, explosion resistant we can make a ton of explosion resistant concrete. So that's not a huge deal. It's just going to be a massive grind. And hopefully we can get a really cool Horde night out of this. Something nobody's seen before. At least I haven't seen it. If you've seen it, please let me know where. Just, leave the video in the comments or something. Let me know who did it. So we're gonna spend the day more or less getting stone because our concrete production has halted to a standstill. We'll more than likely get events during this time. And if we do, we'll just deal with them. Now that we have all this cement mixers and an extra forge, where we didn't have that in the beginning of last week, we should get production a little bit faster this time. So that's a bonus. Just gotta keep our eyes peeled for seeker events. And if bandit, raids or something like that happens, we need to turn tail and run back to the base as fast as we can. But yeah, we'll just be here for a long time. Alright, and that's 2 cycles of goldenrod tea. We'll go ahead and run upstairs and get some cement on the craft. Just occurred to me that we're probably gonna need oil shell again as well. We really need a lot of stuff. Okay. 12,000 cement. Okay. We'll let that cook for a little while, and we'll go back down to the mines. That's where we live now. Starting to get low on goldenrod. We're going to start buying it again from Billy Bob at the trader. That or go out and pick goldenrod ourselves, but We've got so much on our plate right now. All right, 5,000 more. So hopefully that'll be enough. Should we grab lead? Yeah, we probably should. $15,000 lead'll do. Let's get back up top. Been down in this hole all day. Did I summon a screamer? Not that I can see. Got some frame issues though. Guess it's nothing. Alright, everything's gonna be working overnight, so we're just gonna see you in the morning.
Stand around until Zed decides we look like it's next.
Tristan, my boy. I'll trade you some ammo, my friend. Good morning to everyone. Okay, so we're gonna get about 700 rounds. That sounds good to me. Let me also sell you this added BS that we have. And we'll see Billy Bob. And
let's keep clear. Take a look, buy some shit, get the hell out.
Take all Rex 762. All right, let's head back. All right, already picked up some bullet tips down here, which is awesome. We're running out of clay, of course. Okay. Hey, beautiful. We have enough to fight the Horde. We still have a few days before then. So, everything is still crafting here. Actually, let's get these blocks going downstairs. Cobblestone blocks. Yep. Alright. Global achievements. Wow. That is insane. We haven't a single one of them unlocked. Are you kidding me? We've killed 8,500 enemies. How is that possible? There's some things in this mod that need to be balanced. I think that's one of them. I mean, 8,500 enemies is no... Hello, Screamer. Goodbye, Screamer. Nice of you to come play with us. Yeah, some things seem to be needing balance still. Stand still, ma'am. Or don't. We'll just shoot you. Stay still. Jeez. She got it off. Likely. Yeah. Well, a bit of action this morning. Ramsey, please give us like a mod slot for our survivors where they can attach a silencer. Make them do a little bit less damage, you know, a little bit less range, but for the love of God, they need to be quieter. It is what it is. We'll just lower the volume in editing. Okay. Doesn't look like it wants to throw events at us. Let's eat some meat stew. Wood or stone. Or. heard you, sir. Why are you inside, sir? Get out of here, sir. What are you doing in here? This is not your place, sir. Good explosion resistant concrete. I'm just gonna add a few structural supports down here. The game's lagging. It does not like me doing this. Probably get an event here. You know, just around. We'll just add just for extra safety. We're just gonna dig up some clay soil. We need it. Yeah, we got some lag there. We're about done here. 9,000 is good enough for me. Let's go make sure that we're not getting attacked here. I see nothing yet. Get all our boiled water. Activated charcoal. That'll be done in 7 minutes. Guess we're just lagging for nothing. Okay. One day I'll be a YouTube partner. And I will build a powerful PC. And we will run this game as it was intended to be ran. Not cowering in fear every time a wandering horde comes around because we don't have frames to fight them. That is the dream. That's it for a goldenrod. Really, sir. Awful rude of you to shoot me, sir. Grab this nitrate here. Got a big bear over there. It's fine as long as he remains there. The bear, of course, has gotten closer. So we'll deal with it. All right, 15,000 nitrate. That should get us where we want to be. All right. Get these guys up there and get them into place. So you know events are probably coming. Sounds like the forges have stopped working. Okay. Get all the cement we can get going. Let's get some more cobblestone blocks on the craft down here. Oh, we've got tons of cobblestone. We're gonna need them though. They're almost 500. Alright, this one has stopped. This cement mixer's still working. Okay, let's get another 1,000. going in each. And then we're running out of goldenrod. We only get 3. Okay. Now we need gunpowder. As much as we can go in. That's tons. And we're out here. Alright. Looking a heck of a lot better than we did on day 70. I think overnight I'll start putting up the roof for the birds. I really hope I can accomplish that with one port pillar right in the center. But that's a lot to ask. That's a long way to go, stretching each way with concrete. Not even sure if I can do this. If I have to put a bunch of support pillars down here, it's going to be incredibly hard to drive in here. Ugh. May not even be possible. But let's keep our heads above water here. Suppose there's one way to test it, right? No, I want regular cubes right here. Hopefully this is the right height. Come on, let me have it. Oh, come on. Really, I can't reach from here? That would collapse it. Okay, so far so good. The only issue may be all of this dead space over here. So when you start going out diagonally, of course. Let's go, guys. Trying to do things, people. What it's looking like, it looks like it's not gonna work. Come on over. There's the Death Whisperer. It is bleeding. Jeez, how'd they hit that? Stay still. Jeez. Nice death stance you got there. So yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be impossible to put a roof on this thing without putting structural support pillars every, you know, 6 or 7 blocks, which is just gonna ruin the driving experience. Think. I could do little micro poles as support blocks, but I'd still hit them with the APC easily. That is a long distance to cover without a support pillar. The worst would be like right here. If I just extend all the way this way, it'll probably for sure collapse. Okay, so that would be yellow right there. Let's get let's see with concrete. Should be a bit stronger with concrete. It is not. Why is it not? Yeah, it would need a support pillar around here. Yeah. And the more you add to this here, it's gonna get weaker that way. This is just not gonna work. Like I said, without, you know, 5, 6, 7 structural support pillars in here, which makes it so we can't use the APC. Sadly, I think we just have to abandon this idea. It really needs to be done underground. I'm thinking of any way I could make this work. However, what if... Where are we at here? Right here? Gives us 2 extra. Here. Alright. Still having an extremely rough time with this, but we'll pick this up in the morning, which is very soon. So we'll see you then. Just trying to see how to put a ceiling on this thing. It's becoming quite the challenge, not going to lie. But we're attempting it anyway. Good morning, everybody. Trying to put this up without any added support pillars, except for this one in the center, is proving to be either impossible or extremely hard. We're frozen. Frozen. Like, can't move at all. Probably an event that has overtaken our RAM and made us crash. Wonderful. All right, we're back. Hello, big boys. We got incoming men. And we've got screamers. Cool. Alright, good start to the morning, I'd say. And instantly harvested. Of course. Hey, Joan. Good morning. Give me all that stuff, thank you. Everything in my gut is screaming at me, telling me to give up on this. It's not going to be worth it. It's not going to work, so why waste the time on it? Okay, I felt the lag coming. Stop right there. The APC is still messed up from Horde Night. This is what I want to do on Horde Night. Simple as this. Yeah, it'd get boring within like 3 seconds, but just to prove that you can do it, you know? Yeah, there's a green guy out there. That guy was reborn in front of me. Okay. That's dealt with. Seekers have blown a hole into the base. Sweet. I'm just gonna waste some blocks here. If I get 1/4 of it done, it'll tell me if it's actually possible or not. Put a roof on this thing. Clearly the issue is going to be when we start getting around here, right? This is like the center of the problem. That being said, if I had another support pillar here, mimic that one here. It may give enough stability to put a roof on this. We just have to turn up here with the APC, avoiding all the middle pillars. And I think that's possible. No. So we're going to work our way from the outward in. If we have one major collapse here, we'll give up, stop wasting the time. So far, so good. We'll work out from these structural support pillars here. I'm not seeing any yellow, any area here where it would collapse if I put a block down. That should be 1/4 of the base. If I copy what I'm doing here all the way across, Add another support pillar there, maybe one right there. No, it'd have to be... Just keep with the dimensions. There's an obvious bigger gap into here. So that tells me we're good, I think, right? This would be so much easier in God mode, but we're not gonna do it. Turned into much more of a project than I wanted, but go big or go home, right? Alright, I think we got quite a bit accomplished over the past 3 days. I think it's looking to be very possible to put a roof on that, and if that's the case, I'm gonna strategically place my guys above to shoot birds. It'll leave me vulnerable if I have to flee from that base over there and come back over here, because I won't have, you know, these guys to fire on the Horde, unless I'm very fast. But that's okay. I appreciate everybody for watching. If you liked it, throw it a like. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. It really helps us out. And we'll see you all in the next one. Peace!